problem submitting to a man who has first submitted to God. Anybody catch that? You better believe that. That's real. Huh? Service. Will lead to a reward. So when you in service doing good things for good, will lead to a reward. Reward. Right. Alright. Being in service. Hey, how about surrender will lead to what? Victory. Surrender. Why is that important? Your hand was up. I'm sorry. Come on.
I'm not saying this to be rude, but I really think that women should, like us addicts, should have a non-addict
Mate. I see. Y'all hear that?
And it's because my boyfriend's not.
Oh, amen. Y'all respect. Come on. Come on, sis.
I feel like the men should be with a non-addict girl and the women should be with a non-addict man.
Who said that? Who said that right there?
Sis in the back.
Guess what? Guess what?
For everything you're with.
Guess who told me that same thing? A psychologist told me the same thing. Right? Now, sometimes it seems like, oh, they've been through the same thing, I've been through the same thing, but it's sort of like two broken vessels can't make a vase. You understand what I'm saying? So somebody, you know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I mean, can't be broken in a relationship. Somebody got to have some money, right? So it can work. We have seen it work. But it can work and so forth like that. For the majority of people, it's rough because a lot of people don't deal with their unaddressed trauma.
Right.
You know? And then they'll take it out on who? The person closest to them.
And sometimes, sis, you're right. It goes both sides of the coin. If I get a woman who never did drugs, she can be judgmental. Or you can get a woman who never did drugs and understand because she go to Al-Anon.
Therapeutic.
So she really loved me. She going to study me back to understanding.
Or they picked up and they put down and never pick it up again.
Exactly. Very good. I understand. That's a good point right there. You're right. But sometimes it's like we get what we're familiar with. And sometimes we as men, we look for prey. Easy prey. You needy? I got you. Rob, she want a cigarette. I got her. You want a hoagie and a soda? Damn it, I got you.
Well, you mine.
And look, and dealing with a woman who has something, that means guess what? I gotta what? Raise my esteem. Because I don't think I'm what? Worthy to have somebody in that position. So it's easy to get somebody who I think is lower than me. Go food, sis. Come on, sis.
I was just gonna say, and to speak for myself, I was gonna say for the women, you can't help when you fall in love.
Yeah, that's true. You heard what she said? You can't help who you fall in love with.
Exactly.
Okay. How much time?
Go ahead.
How much time you got clean?
About 62 days.
62 days. Next door, come on.
Yeah, I was going to say also, like, even if you're both, like, I met my boyfriend here, actually. We've been together almost 10 years, so it can work. But, yeah, I understand what they're saying. Like, you can't, like, two dead batteries ain't starting. You gotta get working.
I like that.
You definitely do. And then, you know, one's still using, the other one's not. The other one, you're going to bring each other down.
Right.
I don't care what you say. You know, you can someone will get you high before you get them.
Amen.
And it's so true. But it can work if you're willing to put the work into it.
Very good. How much time you got clean?
I got about 22 days.
22 days. Come on, in the back. Come on.
I feel like this shit don't come from a book, first of all. Okay? And at the end of the day, y'all can push each other. You know what I mean? So this is real life shit. You know what I mean? You can't help who you love, like she said. Love is love, and love, like I said, it wouldn't be real. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Okay. Thank you for saying that. All right. Okay. We don't get into the debate. Come on. What's your name?
Jazzy Jazz.
How much time you got clean, Jazz?
I don't know, since the 3rd.
All right. Come on. Come on. Owen and up here. Come on.
I had to really realize what I was talking about.
1 second. 1 second.
Recognizing what you're up against, and then decipher whether I'm fighting it or having an argument. Are we arguing with the symptoms of addiction or the symptoms of withdrawal? Because I can get all tied up in that, and then I need to learn how to repair what damages the chemical has actually done to different parts of my thought system, you know, like judgment and rationality and stuff like that, because the circuit board in my brain is destroyed. And all I believe in is making sense out of bullshit. And when I fall into that, I'm actually, people are not actually up against me. They may be up against, like I said, the symptoms of addiction or the symptoms of withdrawal.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. Come on, sis. What's your name?
My name's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
And I'm an addict. I'm gonna go with no relationship at all.
Okay.
For the first year.
For the first year?
2 or 3. You know? But I'm gonna work on me first.
Everybody hear that? We're gonna work on me first. Very good. Very good. I'm gonna sign that clean, Michelle.
The 10th? Since the 10th, so I'm not sure.
That's 8 days. 8 days. All right. Come on, sis. What's your name?
My name's Alyssa. I'm an addict.
Hey, Alyssa.
The whole being alone for a year thing seems so good, and I love to try to do that. But I guess it is an issue for me because I'm always in a relationship. I used to have one on deck. All right, like I have a hard time being alone, and but it is a huge issue because my mood depends on my partner's mood. So they're angry, I'm angry. They're happy, I'm happy. They're sad, whatever, and that's so annoying. And it's a huge part of waking up. So now I'm in a situation where, you know, I have to decide: am I going to put myself first for once?
Yes.
Try to make this relationship work. But then I tell myself too, oh, I can do it. But can I? Probably not. So it's really hard. And
Everybody hear that? That's good. Men are thermostats. Women are the thermometers. Men set the temperature. Women adjust to it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all adjust to it. But sis, like she said, just work on you. Fall in love with being lonely. You're not lonely, you're just alone.
Alone and lonely, two different things.
And listen, and when you work on you, you never can be bored. When we work on us sincerely, we'll never be bored. Because things will start coming out of you forgot about. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the mystery, and that's the blessing, and that's the joy of what? Working on yourself. When you work on you, you can never be bored. You understand? What's your favorite color? Get a passport, get the hell out of the United States, and go visit the world. Bungee jump if you want to bungee jump. Go water skiing if you want to water ski. You know what I'm saying? Yo, go take yourself to dinner. Take yourself to a movie. Get to know who you are. You hear what I'm saying?
But I notice once I come to these meetings, I get empowered, and I want to do all these things right. And then I feel like as soon as I'm alone in thought,
Here we come again. I know.
here it comes, and I'm just negative.
That's why we need support, sis.
Or positive, but for the wrong thing. And that's
That,
why
you got to follow it up. You got to follow it up with some work.
Yeah.
You just don't come here and just listen to your favorite song, get out the car, and everything gonna be okay. You know what I mean? You do that personal work, you do that journaling. You start associating with people that's serious about their recovery. You understand what I'm saying? It's called I over E, right? Intelligence over emotion. You know what I mean? I hate when people just say you just can't help what you're doing, you just can't help this and that. You have a mind. The mind is one of the most powerful things on earth. You have to use your intelligence, okay? You have to understand that you have to love yourself more than you love somebody else. You understand? Why? Because without a healthy you ain't gonna be healthy, you ain't be good for them, and you ain't gonna be good to your kids.
That's right.
So you have to love yourself more than you love that other person.
That's right. And if he's a real man, he'll wait for you.
And he'll understand.
Can I say something?
Or they will understand.
Come on, 1 and 2. Then you, come on.
This real fast. I got caught up in that young lady having to get all this information, and I've never expected to, when I leave, to retain all that information. That's when I realized that I need to just take one step at a time, just one thing to work on that and polish that up. But yeah, when I come to the meetings like this and I have all this information coming in, sometimes it can overwhelm me. discouraged me from learning everything at once. It's good to be exposed to the information, but if something, boom, rings my bell, that's that first step that I need to work on. That's that first piece. Get that polish that I had to learn to get that piece. It may be just the first one there. It may be the second. Forgiveness will lead to freedom. It may be just that. I may have to work on that, for a month, and then move on. But yeah, I can get discouraged from being overwhelmed by a lot of information. A little piece.
At a
One
time.
life at a time.
Right. Come on.
My name's Alana again. I'm an addict.
Hey, Alana.
I can relate to one of the shares. Like, I feel like I'm a serial dater, and like I'll just have like somebody on the back burner. Like, oh, I'll just go back to them. And I've been with this guy like on and off for 13 years, and like he was the love of my life at that time. But then we just became like best friends, and then it was like my back burner guy. Like, but I love him to death. I'm just not in love with him because he has an anger management problem and like all these character defects that I'm not like equipped to deal with. Like, I'm not a therapist, I'm not an anger management counselor, so I feel like I don't have the tools to help him. I have to help myself. So even like breaking up with him throws me over the edge, and that's part of the reason that I came in here, because I was like completely out of control and depressed after I broke up with him for like the 5th and 6th or like 7th time, who knows how many times, like, and I just came in here to work on myself and like get away from him, so I can really like have some personal growth to really get to where I need to go.
Go fool, sis. I was reading Addictive Relationships. The guy named Terrence. I forgot his name. He got a Jewish last name, right? Or he could be Irish, I don't know, right? But his name is Terrence, right? But he said this right here. Pain and what? Pain and loneliness. Painful to go back to the relationship. Painful to be what? By yourself. Everybody hear that? So you're right in between. If I go back to them or back to her, whatever like that, it's painful to stay there. But I'm familiar. But to leave them, it's painful to what? Have no one. Just like she was talking about. Rob was talking about the monkey bars.
Guess what they do? In the monkeys, they grab the monkey bars, right? Boom, boom, boom. Guess like how we do relationships. We don't let go of one relationship till we have another one.
Codependency.
You understand? Codependency to the max.
Right.
Hey, who understands the danger in codependency? You know why? You're letting somebody else be responsible for your happiness.
Right.
So what happens when they have a bad day? What happens when they choose to be with somebody else?
You're programmed.
Yes.
That's why you have to love you. It has to come from inside. It can't come from out.
Good fool. Good fool. How about, what time is it?
I don't know.
That's right now.
You have done 11:15, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Hey, surrender will lead to what? Victory. Is that true?
Yes.
Surrender will lead to victory. Why? Why is that true? When we surrender, how we get victory from surrendering? Anybody?
Because we're giving it to God.
Giving it to God. Very good. Very good. What you say?
Letting go of all that shit that's not good.
Very good. Letting it go. Is it easy?
No.
All right. Okay.
Comfortable when you wallow in your own shit.
All right, but to let it go means what? How about the hole in your soul? Anybody been there before?
Yeah.
Anybody got that hole in your soul? How you feel it?
With God.
Very good.
Ooh, guess what
Somebody said men?
No, you know what somebody told us? Somebody said about women? They said a lot of women have a hole in their heart, and it's the same shape as their father. They said they got a hole in their heart, and it's the same shape of their father. Because like I say, once again, when you start doing that personal work, you're going to see the connection between your father and the guys that that you like. Same way with guys too. You know what I mean? If you had how many guys had a trouble relationship with their mom? Huh? You?
Yeah.
Like what? What happened?
My first memory of my mother, I didn't know who she was. She was a stranger, and I remember my father dropped me off to her apartment. She was an addict. She's 12 years clean now. She's in NA, and I remember just crying because this is a stranger. I don't know who this lady is. You know what I mean? I called my grandmother mother for the first 6 years of my life. You know what I mean? And because through her addiction, I went through a lot of abuse, a lot of emotional, social abuse, and she's done a lot of things through my life, right? Up until, recently. Like, so the other day, last week was the first time I talked to her in about 2-3 years, but I called her because I know that, like you said, forgiveness, right? And I was resenting her as well. And resentment is like me taking poison and expecting her to get sick. You know what I mean? And once I was able to be coming in here and just realizing that I was holding all this stuff inside and calling her and talking to her and just really forgiving, that's when I realized the purpose. Like, I can't get the past back, right? But now moving forward, she's helping me, build a network because she's connected with NA. So she's really helping me with my recovery now. And that's something that I just realized is that because of the relationship with my mother I had, I was having trouble in relationships with women. I was feeling it was abandonment issues. It was all this other bullshit, and me forgiving and letting go and not resenting is just opening up so much more, and I feel so positive now, and you know what I'm saying, and look forward to the future.
Give him a hand, y'all.
Go fool, my man. All right, let's go. Good shit. I like that, Mike. And congratulations to your mom on her clean time. How about restitution will result in closure? Who owe people money? Restitution will result in what? Closure.
The government can.
Hey, I got my car got booted. My car got booted. I have I work at I do home health care at Reed House, 32nd and Reed. And the guy was, it's a lot of mental health in the building, right? Cats being there, they got dirty dishes on the dish rack. One cat had they burned the microwave. It's always something when I go in there. The hallway stink, mops are dirty. They've been there for like 3 weeks. Reed House. You know why? Because guess what? They house you, then they work on you. That's crazy. So you're gonna give a live addict his own place. But anyway, so I'm washing washing my client clothes, right? I hear a bunch of yelling. Yo, hey, come on. I said, what the hell is going on? I stick my head out the laundry room and say, Dirk, they booting your car. So I go out there, and sure enough, the guy was just getting right back in his van at the time I come outside, right? I look around the side, they got this big orange sticker on my window. Got a big sign on the front of the window that said, listen, you call this number, etc., etc., etc. The old me would have flipped out. But me, the same medicine I give y'all, I had to take it. And I said, you know what? Thank you, God. Because it's not their fault that they here to boot me. It's my fault. Because I wasted time. And I got a personal vendetta. Let's go deep, Dirk. I got beef with parking authority. I don't like them. I don't like parking authority. Anybody been to traffic court, Spring Garden? They got judges down there. It's like a goddamn casino. So I don't like them. That kiosk machine, they took the payphones up. Yeah. 1 quarter give you an hour back in the day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So my whole point was, listen, and me having a vendetta, like my brother was talking about, against parking authority, I refuse to pay my tickets. Right. And if you don't pay your tickets, interest will jump on your ass quicker than a pit bull. Yeah. You hear what I'm saying, right? So $1,200 I owe. I went to Filbert Street, took time off, went down there, got down at like 7:30. I was number 4, called me in, paid $390. Now I got my car released. Yeah. Restitution will result in what? Closure. So now they gave me, I'm on a payment plan for 2 years, paying $33 a month. Restitution. Yeah. I'm gonna pay, man. I'm gonna pay, mama. But pay what we owe. Anybody hear that? Sometimes it ain't all about money. Where my TV at? You listen, I had to get my house up for you.
I don't want to kill you, sorry. Where my TV?
Restitution, all right? It's more than money, y'all. Yep. How about say I'm sorry? Anybody got to make amends?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it just about saying sorry? Is it about changing behavior?
Changing behavior.
That's repentance.
Like I heard that before. I used to be like this to my mom. Mom, I'm sorry. See, yeah, you is a sorry motherfucker.
Hey, Rob, listening will result in what? Learning.
Yep.
Listening will result in learning. Why is that important?
You gain knowledge by listening.
Gain knowledge. Very good. What'd you say back there?
Difference between listening and hearing.
There you go.
You know not to do it again.
Just hear what you're saying, here's one ear, not the other, and you don't learn from it. You have to actually listen and apply it to your life.
Very good. What's your name? How much time you got clean, Crystal? Oh, Trish, I'm sorry. All right, God bless. Oh, that's the next crew coming in. Hey, y'all, listen, we love y'all. Eagles gonna win on Sunday?
No! I'm not a fan, baby. No!
All right, y'all, we love y'all. Who woke us up, y'all?
God! Grant us the serenity
to accept the things we cannot change,
the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
God's will, not ours, be done. Amen.
Amen.
God bless you, brother.
Say wrong violin.